Another one of the wolves has died. Another one of the Canadian wolves that was brought to Colorado earlier this year. 15 wolves were brought from Canada. 6 of those wolves have died. That adds to 4 wolves that have died out of the 10 that were brought from Oregon in late 2023. About a 60% survival rate for Colorado's reintroduction program thus far.
With that many deaths, does that change anything?
So basically, Colorado Parks and Wildlife kind of operates with this 70% survival rate threshold. That's kind of this threshold that triggers, a second look at the process. I actually reached out to Colorado Parks and Wildlife on this one to see if that was going to change anything in terms of how they are reintroducing these wolves into Colorado. Ultimately, the spokesperson said that because these deaths aren't necessarily related to the capture, the transportation, and the actual release of these wolves, that things are going to pretty much keep continuing as they are. It'd be a different story if maybe these wolves were dying in their crates on the way to wherever they're getting released at. But because that's not the case, these wolves are, they're getting killed by predators. I think one got hit by a car, or they're leaving the state into Wyoming, where that's a dangerous place for a wolf to be. Because it's these other factors that are killing the wolves, that is not going to have them altering their plans in terms of continuing to bring the wolves into Colorado.
This whole thing's been really interesting to watch ever since it started.
They assumed that some of these wolves would be dying, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a hard life for a wolf regardless of where they're at. I mean, their plan, that's why it's built to bring more wolves, I think up to about 15 or 10 to 15 wolves for 3 to 5 years to kind of really work on trying to establish this population. They can also bring in supplemental wolves outside of these initial releases of each year if they need to in order to get that population healthy. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like as of now, this effort pretty much continues as is, and we'll have to see what happens when 2026 hits.